disclosure, our home sellers workshop. And this is welcome YouTube. Right now we're discussing disclosures. This is the home seller workshop part 2. I'm going to talk about why. We just previously went through thinking like an appraiser and looking at the appraisal form as you're going through your house. While you're doing this, you should do 2 things. I think for sure everybody, whether you're using a real estate agent or not, should download this form. You can get it from the DRE. You'll be able to get it at my website. I'll put a link there at winnerscheck.com in step 2 to download this form. This is the California Mandatory Disclosure Statement. You should go through, you scroll down here, and I'll have probably a better formatted version for you on my website. But this explains the disclosures are mandatory. This is the seller information. It has you think about what's staying with the property and what's going. Very important when you're selling anyway. Then it says, to the best of your seller's knowledge or any above not in operating order. Then it goes through disclosures you should make about substances or problems with the property or additions or CC&Rs. Then there's a part about the agent inspection disclosure if the agents are doing it. And then your signatures. Then buyers and sellers acknowledge it. This is very, very important that you have them acknowledge this. I would have people acknowledge this before they make offers on your home, or have it as part of the submission of your offers. And why is that? Because it knocks out, first of all, if they see your disclosures as credible, and that's why I'd also include this. If you're using a real estate agent, the contract, the California Association of Realtors contract requires a seller property questionnaire. I would also do that ahead of time. It jogs your memory even more. I'll have a link to a sample one at my website, or I might have to make you sign in for that because right now, CAR doesn't like me showing the forms on the net. In fact, they gave me a copyright strike when I was going over the contract on YouTube. I've now disputed it. They have a few days to sue me or let my video go back up. But we want to have this form going through your head as you're walking through your home, going room by room. This is all an aspect of pricing to sell for top dollar. You want to go over your home. You want to be aware of what your disclosures are going to be. Your disclosures help you set proper expectations with the buyer. They'll overcome those disclosures and offer more. Or you can leave it out and give them the disclosures later, and then they get surprised, and then they want to pay less for your home, and they back off their offers and ask for more after inspections. You don't want to do that. I could give many, many examples of why, if you're selling your home, you should give your disclosures ahead of time if you want buyers to open up their wallets and pay more, or purses. Secondly, it knocks out, by doing this ahead of time and having them sign it, it knocks out one of the biggest multiple offer buyer strategies, especially when they have savvy agents, is to overpay or be the winner in multiple offer negotiations, do their inspections, then try to claw a percentage, sometimes a strong percentage of that money back. Happened to me when we were renovating a home with a person who works with me and my friend Phil. Phil and I probably over-improved the property because we thought it was a horse country property, but the horse owners told us it wasn't flat enough afterwards. So we made a beautiful, beautiful home in Fallbrook, but we weren't going to get those homeowners who like their horses. So we had a few offers coming in. The buyer overpaid, then the buyer clawed it back during the negotiations. And since we had borrowed some of them, we put money down, but we also borrowed it to improve the property. We were like, well, we could start again, but it could be 2 or 3 months before we close. It's going to be another $6,000 to $7,000 in interest payments. So they won, we lost. We didn't get them to sign it. They said, oh, we never saw those. Maybe it was true, but I don't think it was because we were giving them to everybody. So you want people to have these signed as your offers are coming back if you can feasibly do it. So you prepare, but anyway, we're in the pricing phase right now, but this goes through when you're thinking like an appraiser, you're going through the home, doing the disclosures. It helps you understand, when you go through and you start doing as we're going to talk to you about going through and pricing your home on the net. When you see the renovated homes that are beautiful, that are all fixed up, and you, especially from the people who renovate them, they're going to fix these things so they don't have to disclose them, and it's usually a lot cheaper for pros to fix things. You can just assume their disclosures are going to be minimal, and that their property looks great, and now you're comparing and contrasting your property with that property. Trust me, if you haven't gone through this exercise, you can't help but think, oh, my home's almost that good, it's a strong market, maybe we can sell for that. And then you haven't set your own expectations properly, unless your home is beautiful and renovated and really matches up with those comps. So this forces you to go through your home and think realistically about pricing your home like an appraiser. You're supposed to go through it thinking you're a buyer. Go through it as if you were me or another agent, looking, cracks in the walls, cracks in the fireplace, tape showing in the paint chipping, which may not be a material fact, but you probably would disclose it anyway, just in case some buyer thought it was. Foundation cracks in the garage. Just as you go through, it's awesome. Now, I also recommend that you use the SPQ because it'll really jog your memory and help you disclose and really protect you. We'll talk about that in another video or a link next to or below this video. So anyway, download a copy of this, whether you want to go to the DRE website or mine, and go through your home, room by room, prepare your disclosures, and in the next video, we're going to talk about, well, what are we talking about in the next video? We're going to talk about, in video 3, determining your home's fair market value, and we're going to use online tools to do that. I might change that name if eventually you see using online tools. That's why. And then we're going to use those same tools in a different way to determine your home's maximum likely selling price. So this is John McConnin. Thanks. See you in steps 3 and 4. Thanks. Talk to you later. Bye.